Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Tea&Art. I hope you all are well. So let's start today's video. So today I will be making something different. So this is my mold that I'm going to use, and then I'm going to use some chameleon flakes. So it's really up to you, whatever shade you like. This is the Opal chameleon flakes by Resin. So I'm going to use, but not in all of these. So one of the mold I'm going to use these. So these are really amazing. I have so many videos on these opal flakes. They create so many amazing effects in resin, and soon I think I will be making some more also, but for today I'm going to use them in this way. So I'm going to take some of the sheets and I'm going to randomly apply it. I'm not going to fill the mold with these flakes, just randomly some of these here and there. And after that I am pouring this resin. This is actually a pre-made resin by Let's Resin, and it is a white color. So you have a white resin and then you have the part B, and when you mix you get a white resin, mixed already pre-made white resin. So I have mixed it and now I'm going to pour. I'm just pouring it into the mold. So I am pouring, you can say it's not very thin layer, but it is not very medium also, just a simple layer. So this is actually a kit that I'm going to open, and it is an epoxy resin kit by Let's Resin. This is their simple resin kit, and if you're a beginner it is perfect for you. So you get resin in this kit. So I'm just taking out all of the accessories from the box and I will show you in detail what we get in the kit. So here we go. This is the instruction manual. And then you get the mixing cups that I told you, and some gloves. So this is a mixing container. It is quite big. And this is the sheet for, you can put that on the table and then work with resin. This is a big spatula. I think this is the apron you can wear, and then a set of these mica powders. So I think there are a lot of lovely colors in this kit. So you can basically make flowers, coasters, a lot of things you can do with that. So I'm going to take the resin out of the bag now. So this is the resin. It is a low viscosity resin, and it is perfect for making something if you want to have a bubble free effect. So I have poured already the white resin, and now I mixed the resin that I showed you. It is the clear resin, and now I'm going to apply the chameleon flakes again, same, but this time I'm going to apply a little bit more than before. And after applying the chameleon flakes, I'm going to pour the resin into the mold. So actually I am making here a DIY ghost. So that's the reason I'm using the mold, and this is going to be the freehand one. So I have a baking paper on my table now. So on the baking paper the resin is easily removed. So here I'm going to do it freehand. So basically I have seen a lot of people making in this way. So what they do is they use the anything underneath, then they use the cling film, and then they pour the resin on top. After that they decorate the edges, and then when the resin is bit on the thicker side, they just hold it and put something on something that is round to create the ghost effect. So I'm trying just my way. I'm using molds, and then I'm creating this freehand also. So I'm pouring the resin on the sheet now, and after that I will be pouring some clear resin in the middle, and then I'm using some rose petals just to decorate it. That's it. So I don't know how this one will turn out. I know the molds one will turn out good, but I don't know about this one. And I will leave this. So onto the mold, I'm going to create one more. So I'm just creating some varieties. So I'm going to use the reverse alcohol ink technique here. So I'm going to put some of the alcohol ink into the mold. There is no resin here, and then after that I will be pouring the resin, so you get a very beautiful color effect. So here I'm adding the alcohol ink. Just make sure that you use the colors that complement each other, otherwise you will get a very different sort of color that I think you won't like. So I went with a magenta, yellow, red, orange sort of colors. So I just love how when you pour the resin and it turns out to be so magical. So now we wait, and we have to wait around 7 to 8 hours. So what I'm doing here is I am showing why we need the foil and the cling film. So this is the part where we need them. So I'm going to actually making a sort of mold, you can say, from foil and cling film. In this way I will be putting the ghosts, the resin that I'm going to take out of the mold and spread it on top of these. So here I'm going to create the shapes. So now it's really up to you, whatever height, thickness and it's you want for your ghost. So I have made this one, and after that I will be using the cling film on top of it. Reason is that so it can easily be coming off afterwards when it is cured. So this is the cling film, and I'm going to take a little bit of the amount that I need for covering the foil here. So there are many different ways you can create your DIY molds. You can use plasticine. I have a video about that. You can use glue gun on a PVC plastic film. It is a bit thicker, sort of. It is this is cling film, but that the PVC plastic is a bit on the thicker side. So you can just put a circle of a glue gun and then you can pour resin in between. So in this way you can create your own DIY molds. I have a lot of videos on that. So this is my mold for my ghost. So in this way I will be creating few. Now it's time to remove it out of the mold, and this is the fun part. At this stage the resin is cured, but it is not fully cured, and you can manipulate it, you can stretch it, and it was so fun to create this. The resin itself was not sticky. I think there was something on my gloves that was creating this problem. Otherwise the resin was perfect for working. So I'm just stretching it. Yeah, I am very gently applying the pressure because I don't want the pressure too much. So then after that I'm going to put this on top of this ghost, and then I'm going to stretch a little bit more, and this is how I'm going to create them. So you can see few pictures of the ghost, and then you can go. So this part is like you are sculpting with resin here. I'm stretching it and creating the ghost. You can see I am giving it a shape also. So that's why I use the term sculpting. So when you're happy with the shape, you just leave it overnight and it is dried. So this was the one that was clear. Meaning that I didn't use any chameleon flakes. So on this one I used the chameleon flakes, and now I'm going to stretch it again. So I'm going to take the other two aside because I put some alcohol ink on one of them. So it is not cured now at the moment. So I'm going to give it few hours more, but we are going to make this white one. The process is going to be the same. So you just need to keep an eye. There is a bracket. I am just saying you that I waited around 8 hours. But for the one that I poured the alcohol inks, I had to wait around 10 hours. So here we go. I'm going to put this on the mold now. I'm going to stretch it. So it's really up to me. So the first one was on the shorter side. This is going to be a bigger one. So I'm going to stretch the resin very gently to the capacity where I know that it's not going to rip. So you can see I am pulling it really down now. So the chameleon flakes on the resin is creating such a lovely effect. After making these ghosts, I was so enjoying it. You can make a team of them. You can make in any color you want. I just went with the basic colors just to show you. Before I was thinking of making some pastel ghosts, but then this is actually an idea. I wanted to see how this turns out. Later on maybe I'll make it some more. And you can see that the resin didn't rip at all. And this is the ghost number 2. And if you can see, there is a tiny one that has been tilted on the side. So that was for the first one where I thought this idea will be working. And in the same way I will be making the rest of them. So for the one that was freehand, I just showed you that, so the resin did spread a lot. So now I was thinking of what to do with this. I really didn't want to throw it in my eyes. It was a fail, but then I tried what to do. So I just use a little bit of cling film and I put it. Before I was trying to put it like that, but it was not working because there was paper underneath. So that's the reason that you have to use the cling film. So in this way you can shape it in whatever way you want, but I didn't do that, so we learn from our mistakes, that's it. So I'm going to put the cling film on the top, and then I'm going to try my best to make it a ghost. I already knew that this was not going to work for me, but it do works. I just skipped few steps, so that's the reason it is not working. So basically I was trying that it might stick to the cling film, but it didn't work. So I'm going to put this like in this way because I want to shape it, and we will see, because all of the ghosts are not perfect. There are some of them they are with wrinkly fabric. So yeah, we can create a lot of them. This is something subjective and it's really up to you whatever way you want to create them. So here we go. It is on the mold. It is not quite so easy to make the shapes as those were, but still I managed to get something out of it. And after that I will leave that to cure, and I will see you next day. So this is the next day, and I already pulled out the other two also because it was very late at night and I was just checking on the resin, so I had to do it. I don't have the mobile in my hand, but it is the same way as I made them. So here you can see that I am just simply pulling it out of the resin here, and it is coming out really nicely. Just a little bit of tweaking and it is out of the foil mold. So you can see the fabric created such a beautiful effect that it's sort of both arms joining together. And then this is the one that could give me a little bit of issue. So this is the one that gave me an issue. So I'm going to remove the cling film and the baking paper out of it. And after working a little bit on it, it is done, and I think it is out of the mold, and I'm happy about it that I didn't wasted the resin. And now onto this red one. So this is the one that I made with the alcohol links. So here we go. And then the other one that I made with the chameleon flake, it is a bit transparent. So this resin is a bit still soft because I mixed this resin later on, and it's actually really cold now in UK. So that's the thing, that resin is taking time to cure now. So I'm going to take this off. So this is the team of the ghost that I finished, and then I added some eyes. After that I used a little bit of black UV resin for the eyes and cured it. Let's see the final look, how they turned out. So one by one I'm going to place them. I'm so happy how they all turned out. They all have a character. For my red one, I gave that ghost a white eyes because black was not working on this one. So this is the team here. I think this one needs to do some brooming, so I gave him a broom. So I really don't know why I have done that, but I think that is a complete one. And then there is something more coming, so don't skip the video. I will be showing you something really more. Just wait a little bit and you will see what I'm talking about. So 1, 2, and 3. So this is how they are looking like with the light. So at night, imagine these in your window and they all light up looking so lovely. So there are some odd ones, there are some that are really well made, but everyone has their own character. I really love what I make. They are all unique and one of a kind, but some of them have my heart, like this bigger one with a broom and then the little one over there. So this was really a fun project. I really enjoyed making them. So I just went with the neutral colors, but I added a little bit of some colorful in between. But it's really up to you. You can make them in any colors. Then you can put lights underneath. So that's it for today, and I have a little bit of video that I made on these, so if you like you can keep on watching. So but that it's from today, and I will link everything in my description and with the discount codes. So like, subscribe and share. Thumbs up if you like the video, and if you haven't subscribed, please consider do so, and take good care of yourself. Bye bye.